All right, y'all, this is the last video. This is part 2 of the other video. Just further solidifying what I was saying. And this is not hate. I don't want anybody thinking this is hate. This is not hate. This isn't racism. It's not rhetoric. This is just what I'm reading as facts backed up by history, the Bible, which is biblical, and science. You can look up all this stuff that I'm saying. I'm not just speaking this, and I'm not just saying this because I'm black. This is literally written down right here. So the only time whiteness or white skin is mentioned in the Bible is if they're talking about the color of somebody's hair. They'll mention white as wool, like we described earlier in Revelations. His white garment, like was also described in Revelations. And leprosy is the only description in the Bible where the skin turns white. The only time. When God told Moses to put his hand in his cloak, and Moses put the hand out, and the hand turned white as snow, and he put it back in, and it returned as the rest of his flesh. The scripture says this. How would something white come out even more white? And why would that look striking or surprising to anybody in that day if all of them were white? So you get what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. Reading it, the scripture already shows that these people were dark. Let's also go back. In the same book, I believe. No. I believe when Moses did it, that was in Exodus, and that I believe this, what I'm about to talk about, is in either Deuteronomy or Numbers, where Aaron and his wife Miriam were mocking Moses, and God struck her with leprosy, and as it says, she became white as snow. Nobody else has ever been said that they were white in the Bible. It does not say that anywhere. And it only mentions they turned white as snow as leprosy. Okay, so that shows that biblically, whiteness is only mentioned as hair color, garment color, and skin color for leprosy. Specifically for leprosy. It is not mentioned anywhere else other than leprosy. Also, if we want to go into historical writings, how everyone wants to say, we were Greeks and Romans. In historical writings of Greeks and Romans, they said that the perfect color of a man and the perfect color that a man should be, this is their writings. I'm not saying this is Greeks and Romans. You can look this up. They said was the color of amber or tree nuts. Those are all tan or brown. So even the Greeks and Romans were still tan, brown, and dark skin. They would still not be pale. And they said in their writings that the Germans, Northerners, and pale people like Vikings, they were sick. There was something wrong. They didn't get outside enough. That's what they said.